Alright, we're back. I'm That's Fuzzy Cat.
And I'm Phil Nil, and that Fuzzy Cat started this video in a way he's never started before. He said alright instead of okay.
Actually, that's videos you haven't seen. Go in here, you lose your spicy curry because you're in the water. Makes sense.
They do make some sense in this game. They were thinking.
Regardless that he's a giant pink marshmallow. There was a story. King DDD stole all the food and you have to get it back.
All the food?
Yes, all the food in Dreamland. He's just being a jerk though. That scene didn't need to be there. Kirby just flown up here to the bubbly clouds.
That, I liked that. It's kind of cool.
And I'm not really sure what this is, but it lets you shoot clouds across the whole screen and keeps you inflated.
We need it for this boss.
Yes, blimp.
Once again, a pretty easy boss, but you know, they do go in good progression, at least to this point in the game.
They do spin at you like that.
Yeah.
They also shoot 3 cannonballs either like that or 3 in a row. But not that difficult.
It's pretty easy to beat, but he's definitely the hardest of the first 3. Like, you know, the
There's
first
4
ones...
though. There's your first 4. Krakow.
Krakow. I'm talking of the first 3 main bosses.
Yeah, he is the hardest.
He is the hardest, and the easiest is the first. So it's good progression with the bosses thus far in the game.
Yeah, but I find Krakow easier than Blimp. Who's the boss of this world? These things, if you try inhaling them, they go crazy, chase you, and eventually explode.
Umbrella enemies.
Parasol, actually, is what the game called them.
They just come slower, and there's a loading cannon.
There's Sir Kibble, tries to throw his hat at you.
This game is almost like shampooing. Rinse and repeat. Just suck in and kill.
Not those. You want to avoid those as best you can. I forget what they're called. Ow!
Down to 1 hit.
Yeah, this is where usually the room I die on and every time I play. Which is odd. If I die, it's this room I die on. There are no health power-ups along the way. I think I'm supposed to be going the other way, but...
So Kirby games are games that you don't like being cautious in.
Visible door.
Oh. That you don't like being cautious in, but...
Food.
When you're at low health, you have to. Well, there you go. Some health power-ups along the way.
The mini-boss. Krakow Jr.
So here's the mini-boss.
You can't inhale those bombs, so he drops bombs on you.
Pretty well a smaller and easy version of the boss.
And he copies his pattern. Drops bombs, he circles back, he goes back a bit when he drops one of those, shoot at him as he drops.
Same flying pattern every time, too.
Yep. Krakow Jr. die, you get your warp star.
All the mini-bosses are pretty pathetic. Even most of the bosses are.
And I got this inflating stuff. I can't shoot them across the whole screen. I guess it's good for getting you through this part. There is a 1-up in here, I think. Okay, there isn't. Just health. All the NF gives you 10 hit points of health in there, when you can only have a maximum of 6, but I guess if you get hurt by the guys in there too.
And you want to go back or something. But that rarely would happen.
More curry. Those falling stars can't hurt you, so ignore them.
You see, they kind of look like they would be something that would hurt you, too. So you could throw somebody off.
Well, that's one way to kill Sir Kibble. Now you could go through that door, but you can also go into the moon and fall.
And when you got a choice between a door and a moon, honestly, what are you gonna pick?
And as you fall, you can grab some max tomatoes and some 1-ups. But if they fall off, you know. Either way, you can run to the boss, crack out.
A lot like the mini boss.
He has different moves though. He either floats to the other side, he may swoop down, he may shoot lasers like that. Just stay away from him when he does that. His lasers and other waddle-doos that he shoots out can block your attack. He's not doing his creepy figure 8 move though, which is hard to avoid.
This boss is harder than Wispy Woods for sure, but other than that, I don't know, he might be the easiest.
He's harder than Follow and Follow, I think.
You would say so?
Yeah. But
duplicate Kirby's.
Now stage 5, Mount DDD. Time to take down that evil chicken that stole all the world's food.
All of Dreamland's food.
Well, that's the name of the world. He's giving us a peace sign. So we get to choose which boss we would take on. Which boss do you think I should take on, Phil? First.
Well, don't go for Krakow first, because that was just seen. I'd say go for Wispy Woods first. Visit that guy again.
Now, you do have to do a little mini part of the world first, but it's not all that difficult. You gotta fly under this thing, because it's actually not this part of the background. And you can't go through the door, because there's this urchin blocking the way. Touch the duplicate Kirby. It will kill the urchin and all other enemies that are still on the screen if there are any.
And then you face the boss.
Now, Wispy Woods does have a new move this time around, but he might not use it. He can actually drop urchins from his leaves, from his top if he wants to.
And as you noticed, he used his blowing air move
First.
right at the beginning, which he wouldn't do the first time you played it.
So, Phil, now you can choose where I go next.
That was easy. Go to the flying.
The blimp?
The blimp, yes.
The blimp? The enemy without a name?
The blimp, which would you consider the hardest out of the first four?
Yeah, but still, this game is fairly easy.
This game is very easy.
There is a hard mode, which I'll show at the end of the game. Once again, touch the dancing Kirby through the door. And here, where we get the powerful corn. I'm gonna call it corn.
So this is a game that realistically, any gamer,
any non-gamer really
would beat on their first try.
Maybe not on your first try, but you'll beat it in like about...
If you're a gamer, you'll beat it on your first try.
Yeah. If you're not a gamer, you'll beat it in an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah.
See you next part where I finish this game.